Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. This story is very serious, you guys. This is coming from Medscape, and it says that patients exposed to HIV hepatitis at Salem Hospital. A class action lawsuit against Mass General Brigham Salem Hospital and 10 unnamed employees has been filed after at least 450 patients were notified of their possible exposure to HIV and hepatitis. The negligent administration of intravenous medications during endoscopy procedures performed between June 14th, 2021 and April 19th, 2023 at Salem Hospital, located about 20 miles northwest of Boston, has caused a heightened risk of exposure to these harmful, life-altering, and life-threatening infections, according to the lawsuit filed at Suffolk County Superior Court in Boston by Ketch's Law Group on behalf of plaintiff Melinda Cashman and others. Although patients were notified in early November of their potential exposure, it could take months or even years to determine if infection has occurred. Attorneys for Cashman claim that the plaintiff suffered and will continue to suffer severe emotional distress and anguish as a result of the associated risks. The lawyers argue that Cashman and others like her may suffer permanent injuries along with extreme anxiety and decreased quality of life. They are seeking monetary damages to offset disruptions to relationships, increased medical bills, and any mental health therapy required. Outreach to potentially affected patients began after the hospital was made aware earlier this year of an isolated practice that could have led to viral transmission, according to a statement from Mass General Brigham. But there is no evidence to date of any infections resulting from this incident. We sincerely apologize to those who have been impacted, and we remain committed to delivering high quality, compassionate health care to our community. So they don't know yet, you guys, because sometimes it takes years before someone shows signs or symptoms of the three things that they were possibly exposed to were HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. And this was through an endoscopy clinic where they go down into your esophagus and they look into your stomach looking for ulcers and other things. And they sometimes they do colonoscopies there too. So those were the kinds of tests that were being done. And obviously, I don't know what kind of practices they were using, but they're up a creek because somebody could come back 10 years from now and have the disease, and it can be blamed on them. And there are many, many, many stories around where someone was exposed 20 years ago and then came down with the disease. So it's scary out there, you guys. Like, oh my gosh, it is so scary. I know that I get on everybody's nerves when I go to the hospital or when I go for my dialysis treatments because I'm like a hawk. I watch everything. And the thing about it is, if I have to tell you to change your gloves before you walk to me from another patient, you should be ashamed of yourself. And that has happened many times. So imagine what's going on when you're not looking. We have to be vigilant and we have to demand that they give us the kind of care that they would expect from someone. They wouldn't want to have to walk around the rest of their lives infected with something because of laziness and not caring about human life. Those types of people do not belong in the medical field. They just don't. Because when you go in for any procedure, I don't care if it's just to go and get a blood draw, you're putting your life in someone else's hands. What if they have a dirty needle? What if they're using a Vacutainer that has someone else's blood in it, and for some reason it goes into you? Who knows? Something could happen. Crazier things have happened. So demand that you are treated fairly. Demand that you are treated with clean and sterile objects, medical tools, medical equipment, and gloves. And stick to your guns, people. They might not like you, but they will respect you. Let me know if you've had any scary things happen to you lately. I mean, everywhere after COVID 19, everything seems so dirty. The stores, the hospitals, everything has changed so much. And have you noticed that? Like, stores that used to always be clean, like Target, is now like kind of junky and dirty and dusty now. Man, the times we're in. So let's talk about this in the comments. If anyone that you know has been to that specific hospital for an endoscopy or colonoscopy, excuse me, excuse me, you should let them know what's going on. All right, see you guys in the next video.